So during this experience, the feeling that I felt the most was nervous. I always wanted to make sure that Margie was happy and enjoying the activity that we were doing. It was mostly eating. And I just was questioning if she was comfortable, if she was happy. I didn't want her to judge me for what we were doing, and I hoped that I wasn't judging her. I didn't want her to feel bad about anything. And then Margie told me that she was always excited about whatever I had planned and was happy to learn more about a culture that she has been a part of now for 4 years. And then when we talked about different parts of our cultures, we were always very careful not to assume anything or say anything that could be interpreted as rude. Um, we were very particular about doing that, and it ended up working out for us. If I learned anything about this and something different, is that I kind of thought that a lot of cultures had similar things to us. Like when we were talking about what we wanted to do for one of our interactions, it was hard for me to come up with something, but then Margie was like, "Hey, we should go see comedy live or something because we never do that, and apparently Americans do that all the time." And I was kind of surprised because I assumed that other cultures did that. I kind of assumed comedy was a thing that was across the board everywhere. But I was surprised to hear that, and then I kind of realized that there's a lot more differences than I thought in this world, and I really was wrong, and that was really interesting to me. Something that changed for Margie is she said that she'd be more willing to try different foods from other places. Because we always met at like a restaurant or some place that had food that she's never had before. Um, she's decided that she'll go out more and try the foods that a lot of other people have eaten and that she's never tried before. I would say the biggest thing that Margie and I both learned during our experience is like we would say things to each other and be like, "What? You don't do that or you don't have that?" And we kind of realized that we assumed a lot more about each other's cultures than we probably should have. And um, we know now that you shouldn't just assume anything about everyone else's culture because a lot of times you could be wrong. And yeah, you just have to ask questions and never assume anything because all cultures are different, all of them are special. And um, we've learned that. Margie and I learned as MSU students, we would be more open to learning about other cultures. If there's like someone around us that's from some place, we would um, like to know about what they do and how they learn from wherever they were from. And I think it's important to be open about it. Not like ask people a ton of questions about them and like basically interrogate them, not like that, but just normal ask them about like what their life was like and not try and be offensive, which is a huge thing, I think. Just be polite when trying to learn about the people that are living with you and the MSU community. I think the most positive thing that I've learned from this is when me and Margie were talking about the differences in education in Puerto Rico and in the US, is that I need to prepare myself as a teacher to cater more to the people that are new because where I plan on teaching, there's a lot of people from different cultures and people that have just moved to America. And I think that I should definitely be more aware of who those people are and how they learned before and make sure that I am teaching in a way that they can actually learn. And that's something that I never really thought about. I was just kind of teach everyone the same way, but I don't think I should do that anymore. And I learned that from this project.